Hey friends, welcome to vlog number 6. Enjoy my terrible singing. So I'm at this weird angle because I'm about to organize this closet. Take a good look. It's like piles of storage containers and boxes and just like a piled up stuff that I just have shoved in there and not dealt with, but I'm finally going to because I need to start storing some of my yoga supplies in there because they are cluttering up my office and driving me bananas. So I'm going to just record a little time lapse because I think, you know, maybe that'll be interesting. I like to see people organize and tidy things. If y'all haven't been able to tell so far, I really like to organize things. I've been working on my craft area. I organized my tea in the last vlog, so this time I'm working on this closet full of random stuff. The good thing is that I think I'm going to uncover things for future giveaways, so that's kind of fun. So enjoy. And here I go, starting to pull things out of the closet. There's a lot of stuff jammed into this closet. I definitely have been shoving things in here for a long time. So pulling them out was kind of like digging into the earth's core, going through all the layers. It was fun to see what was in here, and then it was fun to start going through it all and choosing things that I wanted to throw away, things that I wanted to keep but bring into another room, things that actually did belong in the closet or in the room. I found old pictures. I found things that I would like to give other people. I found a lot of stuff from when I was doing my nonprofit consulting. Just so you know, I am wearing shorts. It looks like I'm gonna flash you, but I'm not. I do have bottoms on. So packing everything up, it was great going through stuff. I really enjoy this process. It was a lot and it can feel overwhelming, but I definitely did manage to get through everything that I pulled out of the closet. All right, I have finished cleaning and organizing my closet. So you can see it looks a lot different now. It's not piled all the way up to the top with haphazardly jammed in boxes and bags. And these storage containers are full of a little bit of craft stuff, and then yoga blankets, my yoga wheel, foam roller, some empty storage containers, and then some more craft stuff at the bottom. And I was able to keep this big tub of art things, empty frames, some old photographs. And then those two white tubs way back there are hula hoop making supplies. And so I was able to move my yoga mat bucket thing into here so it's out of the way. I mean, it was out of the way before, but I really am excited about having it in here where it doesn't take up space in my office. I've just been feeling really cluttered lately. And then in here I've got all 4 of my yoga bolsters. Easy to grab, easy to throw back in, but they have their little place. And I even have empty space now in this, this is a shoe organizer that I nailed to the wall and can keep small things in. Right now there's a essential oil diffuser and a few little empty plastic storage things. And then I also did clean up here, getting rid of some stuff and organizing. So now my yoga area, so the bucket of yoga mats was in this corner. Now the dog bed fits in there, and I've got open space in this square, which means I can do some zhuzhing of this 4 square IKEA thing, and kind of redistribute some of my yoga books and notebooks and these blocks. And then all my straps and stuff are in this basket. It's just not overflowing, and my printer. So yoga bolsters are not just taking up space. And I have created in this corner a little area for filming, so I can sit in front of that little backdrop and film things and not have such a distracting background. It's Saturday morning, so it must be time for emotional car talks. Yay! Hello, it's Saturday morning. It's gray outside and it dropped in temperature. After we had our super cold weather, which you've seen in previous vlogs, we went back up to more Houston-y type winter weather, and we're hovering like in the upper 60s. We even made it into the 70s in winter. This is why I want to live somewhere cold. Anyway, so yesterday it dropped down, and then right now my car says it's 48. It's breezy, chilly. I like it. I don't know why I'm blathering to you about the weather. That's not exciting. Unless you're just curious about what it's like in winter in Houston, Texas, which I know that you were losing sleep over it. Okay, so what I want to talk about today, sorry, I haven't really spoken to anyone this morning. So what I want to talk about today is something that I posted about on Instagram, and I talked about in the Radical Body Love community group on Facebook, which you can join if you want. And it is jealousy and being envious of other people's lives, other people's accomplishments, and I'm just going to open it up to jealousy in general. So whatever you could possibly be jealous of someone of, or that's a terribly phrased sentence, whatever you could be jealous of or envious of, that's what I'm talking about right now. Oh, sorry. I don't have my usual thing to hold this, so it might move around. What was I saying? Okay, so I began to recognize in myself feelings of jealousy about other people's successes, and it sucks because I've always been one to say, you know, someone else's success does not negate my own, right? I can be successful and you can be successful, and we can support each other and lift each other up, and it can be great, and we don't need to be jealous. That doesn't have to happen. Y'all, I'm not seeing any cats today. It's a real bummer. But it's wet. It was raining all night. Anyway, focus, Laura Burns. So yeah, everyone can be successful. We can all support and love each other, and, you know, we all rise by lifting. So I posted, well, first I talked about it in the group because on February 1st, I was like, you know, let's set an intention for the month. That's something that I want to do every month in the group, is set an intention for the month and just kind of say it publicly, you know, to give ourselves some accountability that we're working on it. Not that anyone's gonna like check in on you and, you know, be mad if you're not working on it, but it just feels good to say, this month I'm going to work on, you know, X. So we pulled a card, and the card made me think of, it was like, what is it time to let go of? And my answer was this feeling of jealousy. I talked about it in the Facebook group, and then also posted about it on Instagram. And the card pull in the group, which was the question of what is it time to let go of, made me think of letting go of these feelings of jealousy that I had been noticing in myself that I don't like. I don't want to have these feelings. It doesn't feel good to me to have them. And so I decided to set my intention for February to be working on letting go of those feelings and really unpacking why I feel that way, and then trying to move forward with, you know, start by lessening those feelings and then eventually not having them altogether. And it's hard. It's, you know, it's hard work to change that perspective and to change those feelings when I've had those feelings my whole life. And so this is what I was going to talk about, is like, where do those feelings of jealousy come from? And I think for me, you know, I'll only speak for myself. I think I am prone to feeling envious of what other people have or what their lives appear to be like, or the successes that they have, because I have always felt less than. So I spent my whole life feeling kind of like a pile of garbage. Not that like every second of the day I was like, oh, I hate myself. But you know, you can have fun and be happy, but also, you know, like over your whole life, there's kind of this negative vibe And so I had that. And so I could have fun and live my life and have happy times. It's not like I never had happy times or, you know, enjoyed my life. You know what I'm saying? I just want to clarify, because sometimes people think, God, you must be like the most depressing person to be around. And that's not true at all. I think that people who have never dealt with low self-esteem or mental health issues have a hard time understanding that you can have like a good life and a happy life and have fun, but also at the same time be suffering from depression and anxiety. Okay, so I just spent so much of my life not thinking that I was worthy, and always feeling like everyone else was better than me in every possible way. Anyway, so the point is that I have a history of just believing this story about myself that I'm less than. And so I'm used to feeling jealous, right? And so it kind of, my brain naturally goes there because that's what it's used to doing. And so when I started, you know, to love myself and to really work on, you know, finding the root of my, you know, self-love and self-confidence and self-esteem issues, I had to unpack a lot of things, and I think I just never got around to unpacking stuff about jealousy. So my intention for February is to try and work through the feelings. And the feelings, I'm having them pretty much only in one area of my life right now, and that is my work life, because I'm really hard on myself. And so what I started doing a little bit yesterday and then also this morning since I've been up is trying to think about all the things that I have achieved in my work life, and kind of like toot my own horn a little bit to myself to try and like see myself clearly, because that's another thing I talk about, you know, like see yourself as you are, not as you were or as you potentially might be. And that's my problem, is comparing me to potential me, like future me, because future me is like, you know, the best possible version of whatever I'm feeling jealous about, of course, which is probably not realistic because I'm a human being. And so I'm comparing present me against like unrealistic expectation me, who's killing it on all fronts. So I'm really, right now, my first step, just like to be transparent about like, well, how do you work on this? What does it mean to, you know, unpack those feelings and work on, you know, not having them anymore? So here's what it is, literally. My first little baby step, well, actually, that's not true. My first baby step was to say that it's okay to have those feelings and to try not to be mad at myself for having them, because that's how my mind works, is that I'll feel jealous, number one, and then I will feel bad about feeling jealous, and that could be like, you know, feeling bad could mean feeling embarrassed about it, feeling sad about it, feeling angry at myself. Okay, so I feel jealous, then I feel bad about feeling jealous, and then I feel bad about feeling bad, because I'm allowed to have feelings, right? Okay, so then I feel mad at myself for even being upset with myself for having feelings, and then I feel mad at myself for feeling mad about the fact that I was mad. It's like nuts, y'all. My head, it's nuts. So my first baby step is to say it's okay to have these feelings, because it gives me something it gives me a place where I can grow. It allows me to see, here's where you can grow. Okay, so I have permission to feel my feelings. So now I'm working on trying to see the things that I have accomplished and to find pride in the choices that I've made and the things that I have done. And as I start to look at them, I'm actually kind of like, oh, okay, I've done some stuff. And you know, like I knew that I had done some stuff, but sometimes you just need to remind yourself that like you're pretty badass. You've done some cool things. And anyway, so I was just reminding myself of the journey that my career has taken and the cool things that I've done and the jobs that I've had and the achievements that I have made and my successes, the times when I failed and learned, you know, failed gracefully, and the times when I succeeded, and that was really helping. It's really helping me just to remember, like, I've done a lot of things. I've done a whole lot of things. I've worked in nonprofits. I've had like a really good job at a nonprofit at a young age without a college degree. I had a really good job and like kind of a fancy sounding title. I worked in big nonprofits, small nonprofits. I started my own nonprofit consulting business that went really well until I decided to switch my focus because I realized that I felt that my true calling was to work in this kind of thing with body love and self-acceptance. I started a nonprofit. I started Radical Body Love. I got my yoga teacher certification. I've been teaching now for a few years. I'm an ERYT. You know, I've done a lot of things. I teach these classes. I have these online courses that people take and really like and are like healing because of. I mean, it's pretty cool. So I'm just giving myself a pep talk. I would probably be doing the same thing even if the camera wasn't on. Do you talk to yourself? Because I definitely talk to myself. I look crazy right now. These people keep looking at me. That's fine. Y'all think what you want to think. I'm giving myself a pep talk. So, anyway, so that's where I am. That's our emotional car talk for this week. Working on moving through my feelings of jealousy and inadequacy. I will share with you as much as possible what my baby steps are. It's always little baby steps, you know, how I'm working through it, because I think that's really helpful. I always hear people talking about, oh, I'm gonna, you know, work on this, blah, blah, blah. What does that mean? When you say that, like, what does that even mean? So I just want to be really transparent so you know, like, this is what it means. So maybe this, you know, would help you, and it doesn't have to be about this topic. Could be about any topic that you're trying to work on, but just to see, like, here's what one person did and it's helping them. So this is what I'm doing, and so far it's helping me. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I will see y'all later. Hey y'all, I wanted to show you my outfit today, and the mirror is in a different place because the lighting in here is really bad. The sun's about to go down, so it's very dark. So check it out. Please don't mind my messy desk area. These are the giveaway bags full of stuff. I'm going to introduce them probably before this vlog comes out, so never mind, you've probably already seen it. So I just wanted to show you this outfit, mostly because I'm wearing this dress. This is that dress that I got in my Torrid haul from my last video. These are those Torrid boots that you have seen before. This is an Ava and Viv sweater from Target. And I'm just feeling really cute today. If you go to my Instagram, you can see I did a little photo shoot because I was like really feeling myself. And I took some cute pictures. So head over there if you want to see. And if not, then you can just see this. Hey y'all, I would just want to end vlog 6 with a card pull. So let's do that together. I'm just going to shuffle. I recently shuffled, so I'm just going to do it once because it's already pretty shuffled. And if you like these card pulls, join the Facebook community because I do these in there almost every day. And people in the community are getting to give feedback about what they like about the cards, the phrasing. They're even helping me name the deck as I get ready to produce them so that people can have them. All right, let's cut. And we'll draw a card. All right, y'all know it's the prototype deck, so it's just pencil, handwritten in my terrible handwriting. Can you see? I appreciate ... My handwriting looks like a child that's learning how to write. I appreciate, there's so many ways to take this. I appreciate my body. I've had a couple good days without any flares or major fatigue or anything, and so I've been feeling pretty good. I appreciate these days where I have more capacity than other days, so I'm just sending my body some love for that. But also I appreciate my body even when I am having those flares because it still works really hard for me. It keeps me going, it keeps me moving around and chugging along. So I appreciate my body for those reasons. I appreciate the community around me, the people in my life who I know in person, who maybe I only know from online. I just really appreciate everyone who supports me and what I'm doing, and supports me expressing myself, being vulnerable, and sharing my feelings. You know, that talk about jealousy and all of that, I talked about it first in the Facebook group, and I made a post on Instagram, and the feedback was nothing but super positive love from everyone. So that's what came to mind immediately when I saw the words "I appreciate." ... What comes up for you? What do you think of when you see "I appreciate"? Something about your body, something about your life. It could, you know, it doesn't have to be so deep. It could just be, I appreciate this amazing lunch that I'm eating. I appreciate the great weather today. I appreciate the opportunity to go to this concert. I appreciate whatever. You decide what you appreciate. And I just encourage you to take a moment today and appreciate something, whether it's about your body or your life. And I hope that you enjoyed vlog number 6. And I'll start filming vlog number 7. If you have any comments or questions about my life or what was in the vlog, or if you have suggestions of stuff that you'd like to see me do or talk about in an upcoming vlog, comment and let me know. All right, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm sending you all my love, all my good vibes, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.